Sacred space. Building habits through environment and relationship. You strive, you plan, you rise early and speak affirmations into the mirror like spells against inertia. But still, you feel dragged backward, as if tethered by invisible threads. I try to grow, you murmur, but my surroundings pull me back, and perhaps they do. For even the fiercest flame cannot survive if it is smothered by the air around it. Change, you see, is not born of will alone. It is shaped gently or harshly, by the spaces we inhabit and the people who inhabit them with us. Just as a seed, however strong, will never become a tree if planted in a jar, so too does the human spirit require more than effort. It requires environment. The old monastics knew this. Their hours were marked not only by bells, but by space. Each room, each threshold, each garden path whispered its purpose: prayer, study, rest, service. So too did the sages of Feng Shui align doors, beds, windows to invite harmony. And in Ubuntu, the African way of being, the individual does not stand alone, but is born and reborn through others. I am because we are. Let us turn now to an allegory. In a small gray-walled apartment lived Elan, a painter who never painted. His brushes gathered dust, his canvases leaned forgotten behind a sagging sofa. "I've lost my passion," he'd sigh. But one spring, after a visit to an artist's retreat, something shifted. He returned and rearranged everything, moved his desk near the window, hung a string of lights, cleared a sacred corner for his art. He did not make a resolution point, he made a sanctuary. And when his friends came, he spoke not of what he wanted to do, but showed them what he'd begun. Some laughed, some stayed, some brought their own sketchbooks. And from these changes, spatial, relational, gentle, his habit bloomed. What if your environment is not a backdrop, but a partner? What if your relationships are not neutral, but nutrient or drought? To grow, one must not only change the self, but build a world where the self can thrive. So ask yourself, what space or relationship must be reshaped, not for comfort, but for transformation? In our next chapter, we journey toward resilience, how to remain rooted when storms rise. But today, look around. Light a candle. Open a window. Invite change into the room before demanding it of yourself.